The fate of a Pawtucket father charged with killing his 10-year-old daughter is now in the hands of a jury.
Closing arguments were held today in the trial of Jorge DePina. And tonight we're learning more about what the defense says he's guilty of, but they say it isn't murder.
Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado is in court for today's developments. She joins us now live from the mobile newsroom with more.
The jury has gone home for the night after several hours of deliberations. They heard closing arguments today. Prosecutors saying Jorge DePina dealt the fatal blow to his young daughter. The defense says he committed a crime, but it was just not taking her to the hospital in time for doctors to save her. After a 2.5-week murder trial, Jorge DePina's defense attorney concedes his client is guilty of something, but it isn't murder.
I submit to you that Jorge DePina is criminally responsible for the death of his daughter. It's just not the charge they want. It's not the charge of murder.
In closing arguments, John McDonald told the jury the state hasn't proven that Jorge DePina caused the injury that perforated 10-year-old Aleida DePina's small intestine and killed her back in 2013, even though he did abuse her as depicted on videos shown throughout the trial.
You have a monumental leap from Jorge DePina causing these injuries. He must have done the perforation.
Special Assistant Attorney General Shannon Signori showing the jury those videos again today, which we are not showing, of how DePina treated Aleida.
He grabbed her from behind the neck, slapped her in the face, grabbed her with his other hand, and said, "Do you want me to kill you?"
The defense's key witness during the trial was Maria Cruz, who said she saw the aftermath of Aleida falling off a bike 2 days before she died.
You want a benchmark for someone who's lying? You just look at Maria Cruz.
The state asking the jury to convict on first-degree murder.
There is no doubt he killed his daughter. There is no doubt that he acted with malice, that hardness of the heart, that cruelty.
And so the jury will continue deliberating in the morning. If they do not convict DePina of first-degree murder, they do have other options. I'll explain coming up new at 6. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.
Well, it's now up to the jury to decide whether a Pawtucket man charged with the murder of his daughter is innocent or guilty. They began deliberations this afternoon following closing arguments. Eyewitness News reporter Steph Machado has been covering the Jorge DePina trial from the beginning. She joins us live from Providence with the latest developments. Steph.
Well, the jury has gone home for the day. They'll continue deliberating in the morning about whether Jorge DePina committed first-degree murder or perhaps a lesser charge in the death of his daughter.
When he did that final blow to her, he intended that blow that killed her.
Special Assistant Attorney General Shannon Signori asking a jury to convict Jorge DePina of first-degree murder in the death of his daughter Aleida. The little girl died of a perforated small intestine in 2013.
And I've been waiting 4.5 years. 4.5 years to talk to you, to tell you what he did to her.
Over the course of the trial, prosecutors showed the jury videos of DePina whipping and hitting his daughter. Her autopsy showed injuries all over her body. But DePina's defense attorney, John McDonald, says there's no evidence he dealt the fatal blow that tore her intestine. If the jury acquits DePina of first-degree murder, they still have the option of lesser charges of second-degree murder or manslaughter. McDonald did say DePina was criminally responsible for his daughter's death by failing to get her medical treatment before she died.
The state did not prove through Jorge DePina's actions that he committed murder. The state proved through Jorge DePina's inactions that he committed the lesser included offense of manslaughter.
And the key witness for the defense in this trial was a woman who said she saw the aftermath of a bicycle fall 2 days before Aleida's death. Now, the prosecution today told the jury she thinks that witness lied and completely fabricated that story. It'll be up to the jury to determine if that witness was credible. Live in Providence, I'm Steph Machado, Eyewitness News.